Hello everybody. I just spent the last couple hours spot cleaning cages. I didn't have a chance to get them completely detailed, but I've been dealing with a heat rash issue with the leopard gecko that you see here. Her name's Digit, and I'm going to link the thread on Pangea so you can follow that and kind of keep up to date with what's happening here. So I'm going to start by showing you her enclosure. I've got her in a 20-gallon long aquarium. As you can see, it's a pretty simple setup. She's got a lot of room to walk around. She doesn't have a cage mate right now, and I don't plan on breeding her for a very long time. So, over here, I have decorative slate stacking rocks. These are not heat rocks. I would not suggest putting heat rocks that plug in of any kind in your gecko's cage, just because they can fall asleep on them and suffer burns and things like that. Here I've got her humid hide, which it's hard to tell in the video, but is actually quite humid. She's probably going to go into shed here soon, so that's going to be great for her. I do leave it in there at all times. I catch her sleeping in it all the time. She loves it, so I would suggest that. And I've just got some actually broken leaves behind that, just kind of laying on the ground there. Next to that, I've got her calcium dish. She has dragged some of the flowers in it within the last couple minutes that I haven't been in here. Over here, I've got a log that I got from Petco. It came with some leaves on it. It's got some rock. It's got a whole bunch of openings, and she loves to just kind of catch some shade and sit in there for a while. I have it in the middle of the tank, as you can see, so it's not on the cold or hot side, but she does spend a considerable amount of time there, and she loves climbing it. Gives her some exercise. Here is actually a humidity gauge. You do not need this. There's a lip in the paper towel, as you can kind of see right here. And I don't want her crawling underneath of it, so I had that extra and I just kind of moved it there. She's been crawling on it. I'm not even reading it. Over here, I've got a Zoo Med Repti Rock small size dish. For being small, it's considerably large, as you can see. But she loves it. I catch her bathing in there all the time. I've got a Petco log here that she loves. It's actually got 3 or 4 openings, and she uses every single one of them. And then here is the other half of that broken plant. So this is in total her cage. I don't have a background or anything on it. I do have a screen top that goes on it. It's right here. I just took it off to make this short video. And so if you have any questions, just comment or PM me. But this is the simple leopard gecko enclosure that I have here. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to my subadult male crested gecko. He is an orange tiger, and I'm sure we'll see him in this video at some point. As of right now, I have him in a Zoo Med 12 by 12 by 18. Honestly, if you're going to spend the money, get an Exoterra. These Zoo Meds are okay. They're kind of crappy. As you can see here, they only have one door, and mine is bowing out. So, like, it'll pop back in, but it pops right back out. So, it's broken, but it's still fully functional. So, if you want to save some money, go that route. But if you're more about display, then definitely go with Exoterra. Here, you can kind of see in here, I don't have hydro balls or anything, any sort of pebbles, because I don't have any live plants in here. That is definitely something that I do want to work towards, so expect that in the future with updates. Looking in, I have Eco Earth substrate that's been dampened down. You can see in spots where it's a little dry. It holds humidity pretty well, so I would suggest that. I've got some plants over here from the dollar store, pretty cheap. I've got a bottle cap. You can see he's been eating a little bit, filled with crested gecko diet. If you're not familiar with that, then you can watch my video, How to Prepare Crested Gecko Diet. I've got a water dish with some rocks just to hold humidity. The water dish is not very full because I don't want him to drown. It's just there for humidity purposes. They actually drink water from the leaves when you spray it down, so don't worry about a water dish for that purpose, and you really don't need one as long as you can keep your humidity under control. As you can see in the back, I've got a jungle vine. It actually runs all the way back here, down through here, and all the way down to the bottom. So it gives them a great place to lay. This plant back here comes all the way up, and it is from Petco. I think I paid $15 for it. This one is from the dollar store. This one is from the dollar store, and that is an Exoterra mandarin, sort of like what I had in my leopard gecko cage. Only other thing I have in here, these rocks I got at Walmart. They're for aquariums. They hold humidity really, really well, surprisingly. And then I've got this cork bark, which is actually his favorite place. I wouldn't be surprised if he's not in it or on it. Let's see what we got. Actually don't see him there, so there it is. I got it from Petco for like $5, so definitely check that out. It's his favorite place to be. So let's take that back up in there. Sorry about that. And there he is. This is the one with cage aggression and nervousness, so if you have that problem as well, you can watch my video on that. And that's his cage for the most part. So if you have any questions at all, just send me a message or put your questions in the comments, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. My second crested gecko is actually in a 10-gallon aquarium. I know there's a lot of debate on the size. He is a juvenile. He or she is only 9 grams. So as far as height and floor space and everything like that goes, it's actually fine in here for a little while. Eventually I plan to update this 12 by 12 by 18 to an 18-18-24 and give the juvenile the 12 by 12 by 18. So as you can see, I've just got them all kind of set up right here. So his tank is a little more custom. Let me just pull this lid off here. If I can get it. Okay. Alright. As you can see, he's in the corner over there. It's actually kind of hard to see, of course, because the lighting is so terrible in here, but I'm going to try not to let him out. He's sitting behind some leaves here. There he is. There he goes. Make sure that he doesn't jump out here. We'll just keep an eye on him. I do have a humid hide in here for him because it's not very big, and he's growing a lot. He's growing pretty quickly, so he sheds a lot. So I like to have that in there, and surprisingly, he enjoys it quite a bit, even though it's on the ground. What I just replaced back there was a piece of a hermit crab wood. It's just tiny. It gives him a place to sit and still be hidden. I've got some rocks down there with his crested gecko diet. Got him on Eco Earth as well. He's eating just fine, so I don't need to monitor that. If you do need to monitor that, I would suggest using paper towels. Here we'll come from the side here. I've got some more dollar store plants just kind of bound into the Eco Earth there and up through that. These are 2 paper towel rolls. They hold up pretty nicely, even with all the spraying. I haven't had a problem with them. He loves crawling inside of them. So I just, for a little cheap, they don't really look that bad. I don't think they look that good, but for a really cheap solution, that's probably the way to go. Over here, I've got his thermometer. It's sitting at about 73 right now, so we're good there. Yeah, and this little guy is super fun. He's not as jumpy. He has no cage aggression. He'll let me just pick him up like this. He'll kind of just crawl all over me. Any pictures or videos that I've had of my crested geckos, he's usually the one that is starred because he just is sort of the best. You can see him wrap his little tail around and just climb all over. Great little personality. He's awesome. He's kind of my star pupil when it comes to crested geckos. So I'll let him back down if he'll go. See if he can make the jump. There he goes. He's learning to stick a lot better, so good job, little buddy. So, here it is in whole. Crested gecko number 1, crested gecko number 2, and the only leopard gecko that I have. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll probably upload one a little bit later to show the progress on that heat rash, and I'll link the Pangea description down at the bottom, so if you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.